Hello, hello, hello! What's happening, everybody? MCOC Droid Does back again for another video on Marvel Contest of Champions. Well, hot off the presses, semi-breaking news since it came out about 4 hours ago. Of course, we have a new 5-star featured Hero Crystal coming next week. We are, well, just under 7 days now with the current iteration. It's 6 days, 15 hours and change as of the recording in this video. It will expire at 10 a.m. on Tuesday, the 31st, a week from today. So, just like last time, there'll be a brand new feature crystal replacing it with the 6 latest featured champions, along with a quote-unquote basic pool of 18 champions. So before we get into the champions themselves, just the standard disclaimer, like last time, excuse me. This is a brand new crystal that will be replacing the current featured 5-star hero crystal. Any crystals that you have already purchased or received will not be updated to this new crystal. So if you buy one right now and hang on to it, it will have the current set of of champions in it, excuse me. So you can't buy one now and hope that you'll get the newest set. So make sure that if you are looking for this set of champions, wait until it refreshes next week until you buy one. So that is the standard disclaimer there. Let's go over the lineup real fast and then talk about my thoughts about it. But very initial thoughts are, thank you, Kabam, you definitely stepped it up. So again, it is the 6 newest featured champions, along with a pool of 18 basic champions. 24 champions total, same format as these last 2. You have an equal chance of getting any of those individual 24 that are in that crystal. So you have a 1 in 24 chance of getting any single champion. So let's go on down the list. Again, just like the last 2, there are 4 champions for each class. For Mutant, you've got Domino, Psylocke, Colossus, Archangel. For Skill, you have Massacre, Black Panther, Civil War, Falcon, and Winter Soldier. For Science, you have Captain America, Infinity War, Wasp, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Hulk. For Mystic, you have Loki, Juggernaut, Ghost Rider, and Magic. For Cosmic, you've got Corvus Glaive, Groot, Hela, Hyperion. And for Tech, you have Iron Man, Infinity War, Ultron, Vulture, and Iron Patriot. Already the thumbnail for this vid is the handy-dandy little chart right here that MCOC Trucos has made. Shout out to them, always putting out good information, so make sure you follow them on Twitter, you follow them on Facebook, one of those, somewhere, anywhere, just make sure you follow them. And as you can see at the bottom of the picture there, the Facebook name and the Twitter handle are down below, so make sure to follow them, because yeah, like I said, they definitely get good information out there. So yeah, so here's the breakdown. As you can see, here are the 24 champions. I figured it's easier to look at a picture than to just look at a list of names. Like I said a minute or so ago, this is definitely a step up from the last 2 featured crystals. I mean, again, the 6 featured champions are always going to be known. They're literally just the next set of 6. This current 5-star featured that is live right now, of course, the most recent there is Proxima Midnight, which is why this one starts with Corvus Glaive and goes all the way up through Wasp. So we're always going to know those. And lately, the champs that have been coming out have all been pretty on point. Good to great to god tier, awakened or unawakened. So those are always exciting to get, I would say, for the most part. You know, no, there's always, you know, a dud here and there, but even then the duds lately have been a little bit better than the duds in the past. So it's always been down to the 18 quote-unquote basic champions, and the biggest complaint that I've had, and if you've watched my breakdowns of these crystals before, you know exactly what I'm going to say, is that the basic pool has not ever contained a god tier champion, or, well, I mean, maybe some demigods, you could argue, but definitely never a god tier champion. You know, so no Medusa, no Blade, no Stark Spidey. This crystal changes it and then some. And with that, you also get some of the duds in there as well. So it definitely becomes much more of a gamble. I mean, you've got Archangel in there. You've got Ghost Rider in there. You've got Magic in there. You've got Hyperion in there. You know, I mean, I will emphasize the word slightly. To a slightly lesser extent, you've got, you know, Ultron and Hela. You've got some other solid champs in there as well, especially once they become awakened. You know, so Psylocke is decent. Hulk is decent. you know, and a couple of others. And then, yes, you do have some of the bottom of the barrel champions, if I'm being honest. I mean, of course, nobody wants to spend the extra 5,000 5-star shards and get an Iron Patriot, or get a Groot, or get a Colossus, or a Falcon. You know, there are obviously, you know, a handful of others in there that I have not mentioned for the non-featured champions are definitely more middle of the road. You know, Winter Soldier, you know, Juggernaut isn't the best. Loki is decent. Vulture is okay. You know, so it's definitely got a good mix in here. But I get why they put in some of the quote-unquote worse champions, you know, because you have to have that little bit of a gamble because it's only 24 champions total, 6 of them being the featured ones, which, again, any of them would be great pulls, honestly. I will get to that in a second. But then you've got, I mean, again, I'd say 4 or even 5 really god tier or very, very good champions. Again, with Archangel, with Hyperion, with Magic, with Ghost Rider, and then again, like just behind him, Ultron, Hela. Like that's a very great set, along with the 6 feature champions. So that's almost half the crystal right there, where hopefully you won't be disappointed. Again, you know, the other standard disclaimer that I always put with these videos is that a lot of it depends on your roster. You know, how many of these champs do you have? How many of these champs do you have awakened? So in terms of a recommendation, it's kind of like with the deals that come out, you know. Some deals are good for some deals are good for others. You know, whatever kind of works with you and your account is always the best way to go. But in my opinion, I mean, this is easily the best of the 3 new featured crystals ever since they changed over to this style of featured. This is by far the best version. I know I personally am going to be going for these at least a few times over the next couple of months once they go live next week. I mean, I have none of the featured champions, and again, I would be happy with getting any of them. Domino, Iron Man Infinity War, and Corvus would be my top 3, absolutely. But again, I would not be disappointed with Massacre, Wasp, or Captain America Infinity War. I think is very close, like right behind that number 3 spot. In terms of the rest of the pool, I mean, I would love a Magic. I would love a Ghost Rider, Hyperion. I don't have any of them. I do have Archangel, and he is pretty high up in the SIG level, so I wouldn't mind getting him just because he is getting close to SIG level 200, which of course is max SIG for a 5-star, which would be pretty exciting to get one of those max SIG crystals, I must say. Ultron I have, but not duped, so that would be a good dupe. Hulk I have, but not duped, so same deal. There are a couple others in here, like Psylocke I have, but not awakened. Did a Winter Soldier, did a Loki, and then some of the others that we won't talk about. But overall, this is easily the best new style 5-star feature crystal that they've done so far. So while I say that, like I said, it's definitely up to every individual account based on what your roster is like and what you're going for and how quickly you're able to accrue 5-star shards on a monthly basis. But I pretty much recommend this for basically anybody, just because yes, you do have a bit of a gamble and you could get stuck with a Groot or Iron Patriot or something like that, but you know, the gamble, I think, in this case is definitely worth it. 100%. So, anyway, that is going to wrap it up here. Again, they're coming in about 6.5 days, so be on the lookout for those. Feel free to comment down below, now that you've seen this roster. Are you going to go for it? Are you going to save up for these? Or are you going to keep going for basics? Definitely interested to hear what you all think about this and what you all plan on doing once this switches over. If you enjoyed this breakdown, feel free to smash that like button. I always appreciate that, and also always appreciate hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. Definitely can't do this without you all. I super, super appreciate the support. So, you know, let's keep it moving and just keep moving on to the next goal. But for now, that'll wrap it up. So thanks one more time for watching. Take care, and I will see you next time.